Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is day 5 of learning the handstand. And you guys may be like, Salim, why are we still in day 5 of learning the handstand? We should have been a lot more ahead. And that's because we are doing this handstand challenge on a 2-day basis because I need time for my body to rest and recover. I learned a new technique on how to learn the motion of the handstand. Hopefully it helps me, but we'll see how it goes in this video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before you start watching. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, the technique that I came up with is basically the frog pose into a headstand, and from the headstand into a full on press. I don't think I have the strength to do the full on press, but we'll see. We'll see. And we'll take it from there. Guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought of this. I'm not the first one to think of this, but this is the technique I came up with. So let's do it. Bismillah. Now let me demonstrate, guys. Bismillah. And I always get stuck at that point. I can't necessarily press myself up because obviously I don't have the strength in order to press myself up. Let's try one more time. Sometimes I do get on to pressing ever so slightly, but we don't really get into a full-on press because obviously I'm still in the beginning stages. And then to do it a second time becomes a lot more difficult because I just drain all that energy doing the first one, and then my shoulders don't want to cooperate with me. I'm gonna try one more time, guys, but I gotta stretch first. Okay. Pressed up a little bit that time, but I wouldn't really call it a press. And then also a lot of other people say you gotta really get that core work activation with, how do you call it? I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. But like the pike pose, you get into a pike pose and you walk in as close as you are to your torso. That helps you with the handstand. I know I'm looking a fool, but it's all in the process. We gotta look a fool in order to achieve what we want. And I'm making small strides, but altogether I'm not really getting there. Honestly, that was a little bit embarrassing, but it is what it is. Guys, let's get into the strength portion. I'm not gonna do too much because if you guys don't know, I just got into the gym. I haven't really made a lot of gym content in that particular gym because it's a new gym that just opened up near me, and in the gym I was going to prior during the summer, it's a little bit easier and more comfortable for me to make content, but sooner rather than later, I will be making content in the gym. So yeah, I don't diss weight training. I'm trying to get big. First, we're gonna be pec push-ups because I want to get the hardest thing out the way. Yo, these are not easy. Like, honestly, I'm trying to gradually, increase the intensity of my pec push-ups by bringing my legs closer to my torso. And yeah, nah, I can't do it. I can't. Scratch that. I can. It's not necessarily comfortable. But what's being comfortable when it comes to exercising? I got one more for that set. Come on, push it. Whenever you think of like, oh my god, I gotta do 3 sets of this, that's where working out just becomes so mentally draining. You be like, I don't want to do this, but you gotta, no matter what. By the way, alhamdulillah, today I hit my bench PR. I know I'm doing a little bit of yapping during this video, but it's all good. Today I'm not really gonna do no scapular depression and protraction, nor any scapular elevation, because I am tired and I am sore. So yeah, I know you guys haven't really seen me do any weighted content. That's gonna come back, don't worry. I was just in the gym, so I just didn't feel like doing any weighted content. Except I'm gonna do some shoulder taps, 2 sets, and from there I'm gonna try to practice my wall handstands. You guys already know how that looks. Surprisingly, these have gotten a lot easier. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna rest for too long. I'm gonna get straight back into it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys already know how this one's gonna go. It's pretty much me wall handstanding and falling and busting my head. Well, I guess let's get into this skull cracking, if I may. I'm gonna try it the way I try to do a head press. I call it a head press. I mean a headstand. Well, we gotta do it. Even though my body tells me I don't want to do it, sometimes you just gotta do what your body doesn't like. By the way, I know, guys, this is a very awkward position for me to be in. Guys, just bear with me, please. Yo, I was trying with all my might to press, to just literally press, and I couldn't. What the hell? I thought like that would have been like more easier for me, assisted to help me press up and stuff. I guess not. Guys, not today. Guys, I'm sorry. My shoulders just gave up on me, and that's probably why I couldn't press. Guys, this is probably the most, if not even the worst I've ever done doing some handstand training. And honestly, I wasn't even doing much. You guys saw it. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, slow progress is better than no progress. And honestly, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.